All right, let's take our pad project or our pad to the next step. Um, or I should just say, let's learn how to do something. Um, Going back to the sound choice, I went back to Transpeed. I turned off soft pads. There's something annoying about this sound. I find it really kind of harsh. So something else you can do and expand is if you notice these knobs, play with knobs, see what they do. Um, but attack means how quickly the sound comes up to full volume. Decay, kind of how long it takes to go down to down in volume. Release, kind of related to sustain. And then if you click, you can see that you have part A, part B, part C, part D. If you click on A, you get this the parameters that are specific to Big Sweeper. And what I'm seeing is I think if I adjust this cutoff, I might get a little less of that harshness. And I do. I'd kind of like to get rid of some of that. That I didn't like. So really just the cutoff is for me what I was looking for. I'm going to duplicate this track again because what I want to show you, I don't want to have on all the time. I could have copied my expand because I do want the exact same sound. Since I didn't, here's another trick. Option, click, drag. Copies the same instrument, basically. Okay, so for this thing, we need to do a couple things. What we're learning is called sidechain compression. It is that pulsing, breathing sound that is so common in EDM music. We're also, okay, so to start, what are we going to do? We don't need to hear both of these right now. First thing we're going to do is we're going to separate our kick drum because we need our kick to drive the compressor. And I will explain more about that in a minute. But go ahead and I'm going to click on my right click on my kick and I'm going to send it out stereo 3/4 just because I haven't separated my drums and I want to just do a quick demo. So making another instrument track, which will be my kick. And I'm going to change the input to be battery drums stereo 3/4. Okay, there's my kick. In the mix window, easier to see here, I am going to send my kick on a bus. It is I'll send it on bus 1 and I'm going to send it on bus 1, a mono send because that's all the compressor can see. So I'm going to bring this up to 0. The quick key for that is Option and click. It will go right up to 0. I am also going to put it into pre mode. Pre means, or it essentially separates what is going on the bus, the volume of the bus. It separates it from the volume of the track itself. Pre stands for pre-fader, which means that we're going to allow the bus to stay at this level, because if we make any changes in our overall kick volume in the mix, then this would also change, affecting our next step. So we're going to leave that in pre. On our pad dupe track, which I'm going to call pad chain, I am going to insert underneath expand a dynamics processor called the Dyne 3 compressor limiter. It is a very simple compressor, and what a compressor does is similar to Maxim. This orange line represents the threshold. Anything above any volume that goes above this line is going to be attenuated. That word attenuate means to be pushed down in volume. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to press play on our pad. So you can see some attenuation happening already. If I lower the threshold, you'll notice it's getting quieter because the compressor is pushing down. It's doing what it's supposed to do. But for this trick, and this is not compression as a dynamic control element, this is compression as an effect. We are going to tell the compressor to look for a key. This is our key. What we're going to have is our kick drive the compressor and what it does to the pad sound. So we're going to click on no key input and we're going to choose bus 1. So now what we've done is we've connected our kick drum to the compressor, but the pad is going through the compressor based off of the pulse, the beat that the kick drum is going to send it. There's one more step in creating this connection, and that is to turn on the side chain and to tell the side chain to be driven by the key. All right, so this rhythmic pushing is driven by the kick drum. If we didn't have preset here, being in solo mode would also break that connection. I'm going to raise my threshold a little bit. I'm going to raise my ratio a little bit. Ratio is for every decibel that it goes over the threshold, it gets pushed down by 3 or 4 or 8 or 12, etc. Attack, how fast the compressor works. Release, how long it holds on. So this is something that I might play with as well. You can see the effect isn't that apparent because it's really holding down the sound longer than I want it to. So why did I have this be duplicated? Is that I don't think I want this effect all of the time in the song. In fact, I know I don't. This is anticipating because I don't really have a song yet. I don't have an arrangement. I just have a bunch of parts. So, this is something that I might set up down the line, not too far down the line. Well, probably. Okay, so again, as I was adjusting the kick because I felt that it was too loud, I don't want my effect to get changed. So that, again, goes back to the pre-mode. All right, so that's sidechain compression.